Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. We are looking today at the Kershaw Leek. This is a Hallmark designed by Ken Onion for Kershaw. Been for years. Gonna be probably for years and years to come. This is a great blade. I know there's been tons of reviews out online, and I just want to give you my take on the Kershaw Leek. Give you some quick specs here right off the bat. We're looking at a 7-inch overall knife with a 4-inch handle, 3-inch blade, hollow grind, made out of Sandvik 14C28N, made in the USA, which that steel is definitely an upgrade over, say, AUS 8 or HCR13 MOV. I wouldn't say it's quite there, maybe necessarily VG10 or 154CM, but very close to those type of higher grade steels. The handles are made out of 410 stainless, and we got a weight of 3 ounces. So those are the basic specs for us. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. I wanted to show you 2 different models here really quick because of the serrations. You can get them in all sorts of different colors. You can get it plain edge, serrated, all sorts of different ways, different designs. But there's 2 different types of serrations that you can get. You can get this right here, which is much more of like a human tooth looking serration, which is very sharp. I love these serrations for what they do. They cut much better than the more aggressive serrations down here. The downside is that they are almost impossible to resharpen because of the fact that the serrations are raised up, kind of like little hills, and it's very difficult to get inside there. If I can show you that, and resharpen that when they do dull. Cut amazingly well, but almost impossible to resharpen. Whereas on the other side, these more aggressive, deeper serrations won't necessarily cut as well because they'll drag and kind of tear much more than these will, but these are going to be way easier to resharpen. So I just kind of wanted to show you those 2 different designs. You basically got to decide which one you want to have, which one you want to use. If you want to be able to resharpen them, probably this one. If you don't mind that and you just want something that cuts amazingly well, go ahead and go more with the human teeth design. You just got to kind of check out the different model numbers. I believe this is the ST, the Kershaw Leek 1660 ST. I believe this is the Kershaw 1660 CKT, I believe. So those are kind of the 2 different designs, models there. We'll kind of move this guy off to the side just because this one looks cooler. That's the only reason that I'm doing that. Okay, so here we go. 3-inch blade. You got a crazy drop point design, almost like a reverse Tanto, hardly any belly, but this is an EDC blade. 50% serrated, 50% straight edge. You can get these straight edge as well with that coating. That coating will come off and scratch up and beat up very quickly. You can see here, I've already got some damage. I don't know if you can see that right there along the back end. But blacked out for this model. Razor sharp though, hollow grind, razor sharp, going to hold an edge really well with that Sandvik steel. They've definitely upgraded over the old Sandvik 14C26N. Didn't hold this edge quite as well. This new design holds an edge really well. Razor sharp, just not a lot of belly. You can see they're very delicate tip. You don't want to be doing anything stupid with that. You could definitely chip and break that, but it's going to be great for all your EDC tasks, cutting out splinters, doing some maybe medical work if you had to, get something out, a bee sting, or, you got a snake bite and you got to cut both ways and suck out the poison. Cutting open boxes, packaging, those type of things. This is what this blade is going to be great at and excel at. It's just not going to do very well out in the wilderness, carving, those type of things. This isn't necessarily the best hiking survival folder on the market, but for EDC, awesome, great. It's been a Hallmark, going to do great. Let's go ahead and go on to the deployment. You got thumb studs, which are kind of a joke. They work and you can grab them, but they are very small, very close up against the handle. They're flush with the handle themselves, and just very difficult to kind of purchase. Definitely want to use the finger flipper back here, which does have a little bit of jimping. If you can see that. Boom, whips out. You got the speed safe. Going to whip out every time with authority. Great open assist. You can use the thumb studs. You just have to kind of get used to them. They're not the best thumb studs on the market. Let's just put it that way. But deployment is fantastic. Let's go ahead and go on to lockup. No wiggle left and right, none up and down because it is a frame lock. The lock does awesome, purchases 50% of the handle there. So it's not going to accidentally lose or get locked too far over, and you're going to accidentally have this collapse on you. This is very solid frame design, frame lock design for this Kershaw Leek. So lockup is superb. Let's go ahead and go on to how it feels in your hand. I wear large size gloves. Fits my hand well. My pinky's not wanting to come off the back end there. Locked into place. Acts as a guard right here. This finger flipper acts as a guard. Locked in. Got an attempt at jimping. It is slightly raised up above the handle scales, which I like. and it is a slight thumb ramp. It's better than a lot of other knives on the market. Let's just put it that way. So it feels good in your hand. You're going to get good control, good cutting. You know, it's not going to accidentally slide out of your hand. You don't want to use this in a tactical format. It's not a tactical blade, but it's going to do a really good job for all your EDC tasks. You're going to be locked into place, nice and slim. But comfortable, very comfortable in my hand. I enjoy using this knife. I've enjoyed, doing the tests that I've done with it, carrying it. It's a great, just great feel in your hand. The handle scales themselves are that 410 steel, so it is nice and slick and smooth. You're not going to get any traction on that. Your lockup purely comes from the jimping and the little guard up here. But, nothing to complain about there. Not going to tear up your pocket. It looks classy, great for businessmen, around your office, that type of thing. It's going to do a great job. Let's go ahead and go on to the pocket clip. Very large pocket clip, very strong. Not going to break or bend on you. Tip up, tip down, righties only. The complaint I have, I'm going to look for some paper here, is that the pocket clip itself rides really, really high. Let me see if I can show this to you. That is how much is going to be sticking up out of your pocket if you're carrying it tip up. That is more than an inch. That is a lot of real estate to be sticking up out of your pocket. A lot of you won't mind that. I just wish they could have brought it down a little bit more. So that's the only complaint I have with that pocket clip design. Kind of goofy, and I wish they would have just moved it up higher. You got a locking mechanism back here. This blocks the blade. You can screw it tight, which I have done, so it won't accidentally block the blade. But if you wanted to, you can move this down. It's a safety. The blade will not open. So that's a little safety feature, or you can just tighten it down and it will stay out of your way, and you won't worry about it accidentally blocking your blade when you need to open it in a hurry. Lanyard hole, which is large enough for paracord, so you can get a nice lanyard on there. So those are the basic specs for you. The Kershaw Leek. Multiple options, just a great EDC blade. I mean, you really can't go wrong. I would have liked to see the pocket clip higher up, but aside from that, there is nothing that I can complain about with the Kershaw Leek. If you're thinking about it, you're wondering about it, maybe you have a Blur, or maybe you have a bigger pocket knife or a smaller pocket knife, and you're looking for that kind of medium EDC 3-inch blade, pick one up. You won't regret it. Kershaw Leek is a home run here at Gideon's Tactical. So I hope this has helped you out. Stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.